Today, we will be testing the NNFX baseline tool. But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. There is also a link down below to sign up for TradingView. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon. Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the NNFX baseline tool. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 51 different strategies, with 13 of them being profitable. We've also tested a total of 581 indicators, with 240 of them being winners. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. So go back and watch those videos and see what you can get out of those winning indicators. And keep in mind that we test all these strategies and indicators on the Forex market, but they can be applied to just about any market universally. Alright, so today's indicator is the NNFX baseline tool. We've tested this one, or used this one, I guess I should say, many times before. And so we are testing it this time with a baseline of the JURIK moving average. Of course, it is set to the 30 period, like all the other moving averages that we have tested. And the setup on this is relatively easy. For those of you who haven't seen the other videos, basically this is the no nonsense Forex baseline tool. And so what it allows you to do is plug in multiple different moving averages, mostly moving averages, but a few other just kind of like oscillating lines, if you will. And it allows you to use them as a baseline that interacts with price action. And so as you get a break to the upside, you'll get a green arrow to the upside there pointing up. And then when it breaks to the downside, you'll get a red arrow pointing down. Now there is an extra component to this that generally you don't see in the testing, and that is going to be the ATR. And so you can see it there, these two red, or these two black lines here. And so that is the ATR, and use that in conjunction with the rest of the rules for no nonsense Forex, but we don't follow those exactly, and so in this case we don't utilize those. And the setup on this is relatively easy. Like I said, when we get a red arrow pointing down, then we're going to go short. When we get a green arrow pointing up, then we are going to go long. So let's go ahead and get on with the testing and see what we are able to achieve with this one. Alright, so the first signal that we pick up is a long signal. So this one actually right here is a orange arrow, and that is because this candle right here extends beyond the ATR for that period. And so if I was to go back in and turn these ATR, let me just turn on the upper one there. So you see that this candle closed above the ATR. And so again, if you were following the no nonsense way of trading, then you wouldn't take this particular trade because this candle's too big. But again, we don't follow those rules exactly, and so since it is pointing up, it is a long signal, but unfortunately we get a push immediately back to the downside, which gives us this short right here, and then immediately reverse back to the upside, giving us this long right here. That one does get us to take profit. There. All right, let's go ahead and continue on. All right, so the next signal that we pick up is a short signal right here. On the very next candle, though, that one gets stopped out as we pick up a long going in the opposite direction. That long does go up really nicely there, getting us to take profit. Then we pick up this short right here, pushes down again pretty nicely there, also getting us to take profit on that one as well. So what I'm going to do here is go ahead and fast forward the testing. That way things don't get too long, and we'll pick this up when we are at the end of the year. Alright, so that's going to put us at the end right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve, now would be a good time to say that if you are interested in excelling your trading knowledge, I highly recommend that you join our Patreon only channel on our Discord server. You can find a link to our Patreon down below, as well as a link to our Discord. Once you sign up as a patron, it'll give you access to the Patreon only channel, where we post some really great advanced information about trading strategies, trading indicators, and trading philosophy in general. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you'll get access to the full list of indicators that we have tested. That comes in an Excel version and a PDF version, and you will get that full list of indicators showing exactly which indicators were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates. And you'll get access to an Excel sheet of all the strategies that we have tested that shows exactly which strategies were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates, and links to go back and review those individual strategies. And so there is a lot of benefits to becoming a patron of the channel, and it doesn't cost hardly anything at all. I highly recommend it. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at our indicator here. Get everything in focus. There to there. Let's go ahead and count these out and see what we get out of it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40. So we have 40 trades all together, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. 18 winning trades. And so that is not going to meet the 60% criteria. Not really surprising at this point. We have tested moving averages over and over and over, many different moving averages, and they all kind of seem to do about the same thing, and this is relatively it. Most of the time they're not really horrible, but they're also not that great. They tend to be like a 50-50 type area when it comes to the win rate and their accuracy. And so often we get these areas where we get clusters of in one direction, then out, stopped out, going the opposite as we pick up another signal, and then back in and out, and so on and so on. Just pinballing back and forth before it finally picks up a direction that price action moves in. And really at that point, it isn't a matter of it being accurate. It's just a matter of it, giving one signal back and forth and back and forth and back and forth until finally, price moves. And so, like I said, this one is about the same as the rest of them. I don't think we found any. Moving averages at this point that have done much better than a 60%. Thinking back on it, and so. But I don't think we're quite done with this one yet. I think there might be a few more of the moving averages associated with it that we can plug in that we haven't tested. And so, the idea is to test every single indicator that we can get our hands on, and that includes any of the moving averages. And so this one might pop up again. Again, we're getting close to step 2, and so we're trying to get through all these indicators before we move on. So, but for now, this one is going on the no list, and we will move on to the next indicator from here.